Early as fuck, I'm up before the sun. Coffee in my cup, charts loading one by one. Ain't no time to waste, got my system down. Trading's what I do, about to get this crown. Screens all lit up, candles red and green. This my morning shit, know just what I mean. Sipping slow and steady, while I check the trends. Mad focus now, this is how my day begins. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Fuck the formal trading, that ain't how I roll. Take my time analyzing, that's how I get gold. Coffee getting cold, but I'm locked right in. Watching patterns form, know just where to begin. This ain't rocket science, just my daily grind. Same shit, different day, but I'm doing fine. Got my setup perfect, got my mind just right. About to make these moves, gonna do this shit all night. Yeah. Sipping and trading, trading and sipping. Got my momentum, ain't no way I'm slipping. And patterns, patterns and flows. This is my rhythm, everybody knows. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Money moves, they all this shit feel from home. I can get cold, but I'm still in the zone. Making money move, yeah, this shit feels like home. Fuck sleep, I got my morning mapped, while these other bitches still trapped in the naps. Quiet house, screens lit up bright, my setup perfect, everything's right. First sip hits, mind gets clear, another day to fucking dominate here. Watch the numbers dance and slide, while my coffee keeps me certified. Charts and coffee started right, yeah. Focus tight, mind in flight, mind in flight. Charts and coffee make it flow, yeah. That's the rhythm that I know. Second cup, now I'm in the zone. All these patterns speaking in code. They don't know about this morning grind, being sharp when others fall behind. Fuck that FOMO, I stay composed. Years of practice, that's how it goes. Every move calculated clean, this ain't luck, you know what I mean. Early bird gets the fucking win, that's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark, that's what sets the real one me. Early bird gets the fucking win, that's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark, that's what sets the real ones apart. Their cup's cold, but I don't care. These indicators showing me where to place it perfect, time is sweet, while amateurs still catch disease. This game ain't for the weak or slow, gotta be ready when it's time to go. Morning ritual got me trained, others sleep while I maintain. Charts and coffee one more time, yeah. This rhythm rhythm's yours and this rhythm's mine, this rhythm's mine.
Early hours hit me with a different kind of peace. While the world's still quiet, I find my release. Just me and these numbers dancing slow, building patterns in my mind as I go. Something special about this morning and way before the day is time to care.
And I keep asking myself as the minutes tick by, I keep wondering why every morning feels so right. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align?
You asked me once why I rise before the sun. Said I'm chasing something that can't be outrun. It's not about the money or the gain, it's about finding clarity when things ain't the same. Each morning ritual brings me closer to truth. Like watching steam rise, I'm finding proof that patience builds more than just a perfect cup. It's teaching me when to hold, when to give up.
What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts alive? Sometimes I wish you could see this morning meditation with me, where everything makes sense before the world gets intense. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? What's brewing in me?
Bird catching addict while the world's still asleep. First light hits my screen, I'm in my element. Fresh brew by my side, mind is confident. Reading these patterns like sheet music, feel the flow. Each candlestick painting stories as they go. Morning meditation with my market view. Catching waves of data, riding them with you. Some see just numbers, I hear the melody. Each trend line speaking rhythmically to me. Time signatures changing, support levels hold. Breaking down resistance as the day unfolds. Charts and coffee, that's my harmony.
finding rhythms where others just see random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me.
Second cup hitting different minds, eye clear. Watch these price points dance, appear and reappear like a jazz musician. Reading between the lines, finding sweet spots where opportunity shines. Keep it cool and steady, no need to rush. Let the market breathe, feel that morning hush. Been studying patterns since you've been sleeping. Watching lines form art while knowledge I'm reaping. Strategy tight like a bebop groove. Calculated steps on when to make my move. Speed picks up, more test delivery. Quick shifts coming, tempo changing fast. Gotta stay composed, make these moments last. Reading signals, catching every beat. Market symphony playing just for me. Mind stay elevated, focus clean. This ain't just trading, this is art you're seeing. Charts and coffee, it has my harmony. Finding rhythms where others just see random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me. Want a ritual complete, left my mark on these streets of green and red, but the rhythm stays in my head.
Morning comes, I think of you first. Chart lines dance while my coffee bursts. Been at this game since day one, teaching me patience like you always done. Charts and coffee, that's our way, that's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Numbers flow like the brew in my cup. Some days down, but we keep looking up. You showed me how to read these signs. Now every morning feels like yours and mine. Remember what you taught me about staying cool. When markets get wild, I follow your rules. Charts and coffee, that's our way. That's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Just you, me, and these morning routines. Building something real, building something real. Hold on me. I watch you rushing in the morning, trying to catch every move. But let me share something with you that'll help improve your groove. See, you're like fresh beans waiting to release what's locked inside. But patience makes the difference between success and a wild ride. Take it slow, watch it form, just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup, just like Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. You check your screens at sunrise, numbers dancing everywhere. But trading's like my coffee method, it needs time and tender care. Temperature's important, just like timing in the trade. Too hot and you'll get burned quick, too cold opportunities fade. Take it slow, watch it form, just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. I've seen too many burn out, trying to catch every wave. But the ones who last the longest know just when to stay away. So here's my morning lesson as I pour this cup for you. The market gives its gifts to those who know just what to do. Like coffee needs its moments for the flavors to extract. Your trades need proper timing before you plan to act. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. Just hop before the rest of the block, nah. Just me and my laptop. Tick-tock, haven't even brushed my teeth yet, but these charts ain't gonna read themselves, I bet. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Same way I read these charts all the time. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. That's how we make these moves round here. That's how we do. Red candles flash on my screen while I'm sipping something mean. Used to play it fast and lose, now wait for confirmation, that's the truth. Got a system, got a plan, I'm trading like a rookie, understand. Numbers dancing, but stay cool, cause panic selling's for a fool. Some days green, some days red, gotta keep a level head. Deep breath in, let it flow, this ain't no casino, yo. This is just not checkers, fam. Gotta think before you slam. Markets opening in 5. Feel my focus come alive. Charts tell stories if you know how to read between the highs and lows. Been at this since way back when. Now I'm teaching you, my friend. This ain't luck, this ain't chance. This is morning market dance. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Every single morning, we do this right. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. It's the only way we move from here. morning light creeps through my window pane. Before the world wakes, I'm in my domain. Steam rising slow like thoughts in my brain. Watching lines that move like waves of grain. Every morning's got its own sweet flow. Some days fast, but mostly moving slow. Learning how to read which way things go. Finding peace in what these mornings show. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. That's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. Fuck the noise, I'm focused on my path. Reading signals through the aftermath. Every line's a story that I grasp. Some shit falls, other things will last. Damn, I love these mornings by myself. Learning lessons money couldn't help. Every cup of wisdom brings me wealth. Beyond what's sitting on my shelf. Filter through the static. Find the flow that's magic. In the quiet hours, let it all unfold. Watch the truth get told. Patterns start to speak. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. Oh, in the quiet. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. That's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. Oh, in the quiet. When my mind is clear, that's what I seek. La la la, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear. La la la, in the quiet hours. First rays break through my window pane. Coffee drips slow like a gentle rain. Numbers dance across my screen. I remain in this space where focus meets the mundane. Every morning, same position, same station. Building blocks of daily meditation. Clear mind as I track each indication. Patient breathing, deep contemplation. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In the rhythm, watch it move. Finding truth in every groove. Lines intersect, I'll watch them play. Reading signs that point the way. Years of practice taught me how to stay cool and steady through each display. My fingers trace ascending paths while steam rises, making me laugh. This quiet hour holds its craft as wisdom flows through every draft. Each morning brings another chance to perfect this sacred dance. Some see chaos, I see design. Some feel rushed, I take my time. In these moments I refine every signal, every sign. Beyond the surface lies the art of knowing when to stop and start. Each cup of wisdom sets apart a discipline that fills my heart. Early hours hold the key to everything I need to see. In this space, I'm truly free to let the knowledge flow through me. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In the rhythm, watch it move, finding truth in every groove. First cup steaming beside my screen. Charts and candles know what I mean. Trying to show you how I move. When markets open, got nothing to prove. Markets calling my name. Trading ain't just a game. Watch and learn, babe, watch and learn. Charts and coffee, that's my vibe. Teaching you how to survive. Morning routine, let me show you mine. Building wealth one trade at a time. Woke up early, check the trends. Send your signals, watch you win. Ain't no sleeping when Asia trades. Got my system, got it made. Keep it cool, stay in the zone. Analysis on my phone. Trading life, it's all I know. Watch these profits start.
Listen up, I'ma break it down for you straight. Look, charts telling stories while others hesitate. RSI crossing NACDs looking clean. Building strategies like you ain't never seen. Resistance levels got me feeling so alive. Support zones when my order stores sleep. Now I'm teaching you to swim in the deep. Trading wisdom, dropping knowledge every day. Show you how to read the markets display. No FOMO moves, we stay calculated. Success comes to those who waited.
Take notes while I demonstrate. Perfect entries, never too late. Watch how I navigate. Charts and coffee, that's my vibe. Teaching you how to survive. Morning routine, let me show you mine. Building wealth one trade at a time. Let me show you mine. First light breaking through my window, cup in hand, just me and morning slow dance. Watching steam curl up towards the ceiling, each breath measured, each moment revealing. Early peace before the world starts spinning, just us here, no need for pretending. Screen comes alive with gentle blue light, your patterns speak to me, morning feels right. Time suspended in the sacred space, just learning your rhythms, finding my place. Steam rising from my cup, while these charts are lighting up, finding clarity in numbers, while the morning's waking up. Watching patterns flow, 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 flow with the morning. Ooh, letting wisdom grow, 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 grow with the garden. Each candlestick painting stories clear, teaching lessons if you know how to hear. Red and green dancing on my screen, speaking truths about what might have been. Patient moments turn to understanding, while my coffee cools, wisdom expanding. You show me past the peaks and valleys to reach in. Surely teaching discipline through each rally. In these quiet hours we share our dance, numbers flowing, giving life its chance. Steam rising from my cup, while these charts are lighting up, finding clarity in numbers, while the morning's waking up. Let it flow, let it breathe, morning wisdom sitting free. Let it rise, let it be, finding peace in what I see. Early morning stillness, just you and me. Coffee pot brewing, charts on my screen. Every ripple in my cup shows me something new. Just like market trends, they're giving me a clue. Watch it rise and fall, both seem in lines. Morning meditation sharpening my mind. I can read these patterns like they're speaking clear, teaching me the rhythm of the day that's near. Every line tells a story, tells a story. Every trend holds a truth, holds a truth. Sip and study slowly, study slowly. That's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Numbers dance before me in the morning light, while my coffee cools, I'm reading signs just right. Some days flow easy, some test my grace, but I keep my focus, set my own pace. Measure movements, calculated plays, learning from each pattern as the market sways. In this quiet moment, everything Da-ba-dum, watch it flow. Da-dum, let me know. Sha-la-la, see it grow. Oh, 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 now you know. Every line tells a story, tells a story. Every trend holds a truth, holds a truth. Sip and study slowly, study slowly. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Morning wisdom brewing, charts and coffee flowing. Patterns keep on moving. That's the way we'll go. That's the way, that's the way we're going.
Early bird energy, just me and these lines. Numbers keep flowing, yeah, time after time. Steam from my cup like the thoughts in my mind. Quiet spaces where patterns align. Got that morning mindset locked and loaded. Screens lit up before the sun's posted. Brain waves wavy, but I stay focused. This is how the day gets coded. Sipping slow, watching close, mind in the zone, that's how it goes. Every move calculated and bold. Building my vibe as the day unfolds. Breakfast with data, yeah, that's how I feast. Analytics hit different when streets still asleep. Got my system down pat, no need to compete. Just me and these numbers in perfect repeat. Morning ritual, got me centered and clean. Filter my thoughts like it's fresh caffeine. Stack my odds before others' routine. This quiet grind about to make me beam. Sipping slow, watching close, mind in the zone, that's how it goes. That's just how, that's just how. Every move calculated and bold. Building my vibe as the day unfolds. First light hit different now. Found my rhythm, found my style. Morning moves, that's my profile.
I saw you trade, raw talent, unafraid, but clicking without a plan. Need to help you understand. Watch and wait, calculate, time to elevate. Learn, trade, win, break it down and start again. Trade, win, make your move and then every chart tells a sign, reading patterns, matching time. Watch you grow with every trade, as the lessons sink and fade. Getting stronger day by day, making moves the right way. Learn, trade, win, break it down inside again. Trade, win, make your move and then in the quiet spaces between each decision that you make, feel the pulse beneath the screen. Every choice, every stake. Now I see you've changed, mind and skills arranged, trading with the flow, everything you know, ready for the show. Watch your journey begin. Higher, higher, higher. Digital warrior, high, in sync with the rhythm inside. Every glance and dissolves into pure light, rising higher than before, breaking through what holds me down. Feel the pulse beneath my feet, let it lift me from the ground. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Clear as water, sharp as steel. Every signal I can feel, dancing through electric waves, finding truth in empty space, rising higher than before, breaking through what holds me down. Feel the pulse beneath my feet, let it lift me from the ground. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow. Moving with the flow.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Discord. Good morning, Rumble. How is everybody today, guys? I think we got it working. Hey, Crown. I think we got the chat working. I think I got it, Werner. Let me take this mic off open. I will tell you how I did it. I don't know if this is how you did it. Wifey figured it out. And you got to figure out if this is the same way that you did it. I opened up the Discord. I opened up the Discord in the browser, right? And that's how you're supposed to do it. And then we clicked on the little three buttons and went to cast, save, and share. Right? Yeah. And then create a shortcut. Install his app. That's how we did it. Does that make sense? She did it. I shouldn't say that I did anything, but if you click the three buttons, then you go to cast, save, and share, and then you install it as an app, then it's the website is now on the desktop. So I pull up the website, it goes straight to the page where the live stream is, you know, the live chat, live trading, and then I pinned it to the taskbar. Okay. Is that how, do you think that's probably what you did? I don't know. I think that might have been what you did. The problem is I'd never remember. Like I said, it was 3 minutes ago and I had to ask her how she did it already. So you think I'm going to know what you did? Freaking, a year ago probably is how long ago it was. I assume maybe you did the same thing. I don't know. Blank. Blank. All right. Well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All right. We're already moving up, guys. Not great. Never wants to wait. You ever check this out? I never checked that out. What is that? Did you send this to me some other time, Paul? Oh, yes. No, I never checked it out. Yes, now I remember. Are you there, Paul? I know what this is. It says Z app. I was so confused. I was like, are you kidding me? What are you talking about? I remember what this is. Yes, no, I need to do this. Thank you for sending that back to me. I need to do this. Yes, I need to do that. I'm going to do that. I'll try to do it today, Paul. Thank you for sending that back. I will check it out today. I just showed the wife. I said, we need to do this. I forgot all about it. Honestly, I've got so much going on, guys. I do not get nothing. And we got the bad news. Oh, did I not swamp that? No, I didn't swamp the mic off thing. Oh, jeez. Anyway. I'm scattered. Don't mind me. Oh, I can... Hold on, Paul. I can't hear you. That's why. Talk again, Paul. Thank you. Gosh, yes. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, he must be for tea or something. I've heard nothing you've said. I am so sorry. That stupid thing. I really don't get it. When I closed it yesterday, the only one that was muted was the one that makes the bing bing sound. And now they're both muted again. I go back to my Discord and I see you lighting up green and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. He's sitting here I thought you'd left. I'm sitting here talking to you. You never said nothing back. I was like, he's not saying nothing back to me. I guess he's not here. Oh my jeez. Yeah, thank you for sending me that. But by the way, I have forgot all about it. Oh, I can't even tell you. I'm too old, guys. I'm too old. Yes, it is. There's too much going on. We found out too. Unfortunately, not what we were looking for, but like we were listening on the radio yesterday as well. As you sit here and it's funny how these things happen. And Paul, you know about this stuff because you know right back into the message that you just sent me, right? So you understand how it is that you sit here and you get down about this, that, the other, or you're kind of upset or maybe disappointed. I don't know what word to use, right? And I'll get into the story here in a minute, but anyways, and then something happens out of the blue and you think to yourself, wow, that's kind of how much of a I don't know, whatever words you want to put on yourself as to why are you being this way. And I'm going to tell you how it worked out. They do blood results now. It's the most craziest thing I ever seen. And I'm sure a lot of you probably don't know, but they take blood, this place called Unity, and they do blood work, and somehow they can figure out the sex of a baby by this. It blew me away. I'm like, how is this possible? No way. And they're like, yeah, if you want to figure out before the ultrasound and all these things. And of course, the wife, she had the blood work done because we were hoping for a girl, and it came back a boy. So the blood test says that we're having a boy, and I'm like, and I was kind of disappointed. She was kind of disappointed. She was looking for a little girl that she could, show gardening, sewing, all these things. And then we were listening to the radio yesterday, and it hits home when you're sitting here and you're down on yourself, and you're like, this kind of, I'm disappointed. I really was hoping for a girl this time, and all these things. And then there was a woman DJ on the radio, and she was talking about how nowadays they have the whole gender reveal and they have all this and they have all that. And she says, I remember back when I had my son and all we cared about was you were going to have a healthy baby. Somebody would say, well, what, do you want a boy or a girl? And they're like, I don't care. I just want it to be healthy. And that really kind of hit home after, you're sitting here and you're down and you're disappointed and you're thinking, and then this thing comes on the radio and you're like, yeah, okay, open your eyes. Yeah, I get it. All right. Thank you. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. And it's just kind of one of those things. And I knew you'd understand it, I'm not saying nobody else here does, guys. Don't get me wrong. I just knew that Paul would understand that more from just what the conversations that we've had before. So that's why I said that. I'm sure a lot of you out there will understand it just as well. I'm not excluding anybody. Don't feel that way, but It was kind of a punch in the gut, Yep. 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 Very true. So, It is what it is. What are you gonna do? I told my mom, I said, you know, I was looking for you know, it to be a girl this time because I thought maybe that would be easier. And she says, well, you know, your grandma, her mom, said that girls were the hardest to raise. And I was like, yeah, but she always liked the boys too. That's just part of it. But who knows? I don't know which ones are harder or not harder, but one of those things. Yeah. Yeah.
Others rock. Was yeah, I see the downside.
Yeah, I mean, it was never my my thought or, you know, plan either, but it just kind of where it went, you know. I don't think that, and definitely not this time. I mean, you guys already know it was a thing of, I don't even know what to label it. I have no idea. But regardless, this definitely wasn't in the book for us. This was not a plan at all. We were you know, what we thought was just a short while from our kids moving out and, you know, going and traveling and seeing the country. That's really where we were. So it was in the books, not in the plan. Yeah, you're right, Werner. You are right. I guess that's true. It's just yeah, not in the plan. Exactly. It was not in the plan. So I feel like I'm too old, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. Everybody always says that's how I look at everything, right? And I mean, some people do, some people don't. I don't know, you know, how everybody's thought process is that, you know, that's listening here. I don't know what everybody thinks, but I always kind of think that, like, I guess there's a reason for all of it, right? So I don't know. I mean, what's the reason? I don't know. But it is absolutely unbelievable. And I mean, for you guys that are out there, you know, I mean, I don't know how many of you, a lot of you know my age, but whatever. I mean, I'm well over 40s, you know. I'm in my I'm not 50 yet, but I'm nearing, right? And my wife's just a little younger than me. I mean, she's a lot of years. I guess she's years younger than me, right? So, but she's still older too, and she was on birth control, and it's just it's absolutely crazy that it's super hard, you know. It's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be super hard. I mean, for some people, it's super hard to conceive kids at all, first off. But later on in age, it's supposed to be super hard. She was on birth control. It's super hard. All these things, right? Like, everything was stacked against the fact that you could even, you know, that we could even create a baby in this stage. So for her to, I mean, I guess there's got to be a reason behind it, right? Like, it just doesn't make absolute any sense, really. So it was in the books. Just know the bottom line, you both just need to stay healthy now. The logic of always put your own mask on in the plane before you put the mask on the kids. You have to take care of yourself first if you were to take care of your kids. Yeah, yeah, and that's what we've been doing. This is going to be, it's a lot different this time around, Werner. Number one, the wife, wifey's much more health conscious. She's a lot more health conscious than she was younger on, but she's a lot more knowledgeable. Good morning, Aiken. The things that she is doing and, researching and everything now, it's far different. It's like, once you get this far in life, and I mean, I know a lot of you guys that are here listening are older anyway, so obviously I'm not putting down anybody that's young, guys. Don't get me that way, but as you get further on in life, you'll learn more, right? You gain more knowledge and you understand more things, and obviously it makes you seek it. Aiken, tacos are the most healthy thing. Stop playing. Anyway, as you gain more knowledge, guys, and get more wisdom, obviously, the more knowledge you gain. It's just like everything else. When you start out a baby, and it's just like anything else in life. When you start out a baby, what do you know? Not much. You're kind of naive to what the world is, what everything is, right? But as you get older, as you grow up, you gain more knowledge and everything else, and we're to that point in life where we've spent a lot of time gaining knowledge at this point, so it's a whole different deal than it was 19 years ago, let's just say. So yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not sure it's going to be any easier this time, but yeah. I mean, I was just on the health side of it. There's a lot of different things that she's, doing this time around that would have never known. And I mean, she's going to, a lot of different things. So I guess I'm not going to get into it that much, but way different situation. The health side of it, for her health, for the baby's health, everything. A whole new, just because you didn't know these things, 19 years ago, and it's not that the knowledge wasn't there 19 years ago, but you just weren't as knowledgeable as to what is truly healthy and what isn't truly healthy for you and for the baby. We just, that wasn't anything that was, all you knew at that point was, you shouldn't smoke, you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't do drugs. That means you got a healthy baby. Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, that was the extent of the knowledge. That's it. As long as you don't do those things, you don't have to worry about it. But obviously, we look at it in a whole different view today. And there's more to it than that. Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep. Very true. Oh man. What? Right now, when nobody was talking about COVID, Bacon. Oh no! We were talking about what we were talking about the healthiness. Now that was just a saying that Werner was talking about, but no, we were talking about wifey's health now in comparison with the pregnancy and all. That's what we were talking about in comparison to what it was 19 years ago when she had her first. Yeah. Yeah, what are you talking about though, Werner? What do you mean that they changed the blood pressure to 120? Dangerous as 120? I thought 120 was like everything below 120 was normal. Everything above 120 was elevated or something. Have they changed that? Yeah, that's what I thought. $140/80. One. Yeah, see, I'm the same. Werner, I run high 140s. Yeah, I run high 140s now. I used to run a lot higher, but I've got myself in check. Years ago, I was running 180s, 190s, sometimes up into the 200s, and then my bottom number was sometimes over 100. But I completely changed life. Completely changed my diet, completely changed everything. And they tried to give me the drugs. Yep, exactly, Werner, and that's the problem. So I got it all the way down from those levels down to, I took it the other day and it was like 148 over 80. What was it? 80. Remember? Yeah, I don't remember. It was 80 something. It was like 148 over 80 something, 84, 83, 80 something, which I felt was pretty decent for me. I hadn't taken it in years. Yeah. Chemical experiment. Good morning, Max. Yeah, I love it. Werner always says that he glowed in the dark. Good morning, man of the woods. I wrote back to you on YouTube. I was calling for you all day yesterday during that drop. I was like, man of the woods, where are you? You got that position, right? You got it. No, he didn't get it. I was hollering. I was like, he's got to be here. He's got to be here. I said he should be hugely in profit. It was great. Absolute beautiful. It pinned right below that line. And I was like, I told him, I said, his stop, he shouldn't have been, I don't think his stop would have been that close. I think he'd be in it. And then it went up like, I don't know, a bunch. Yeah, we'll get the next one. Absolutely. There's always a next one. That's the beautiful thing. That is the beautiful thing. If the lights went out, I was a glow stick. No entry, yeah. That's what I see on InQ. Yeah, man in the woods. He's gonna type. I saw him typing over here. It's working now. I got it all working. Both sides are working now. So you can type either place now and it comes across both ways. Finally. What a disaster it was, but it's working now. I'm gonna make sure to never uninstall this this Discord now. Yeah. I don't blame you. No top wick, no bottom wick here, guys. I wonder if we can get a top wick up. If we can get a top wick up and then a flip candle, I mean, ooh, that's already a big stop. Never mind, I'm gonna have to wait on that one. All right. I kind of like that, but our stop's going to be too big. Yeah. Well, where was Sonny's? Well, that's what we're looking for is a short. If we get a wick up and then a flip down for the short, Sonny's level's all the way up here. I don't know. Because shorts are going to come in here. You're going to be trading with the traders, but we've got no wick candle here. And this should push up, tap this area, and then break the lows and come and put a wick on this candle. So you're talking, we've got a nice range here to fill. You know, about 75 ticks. And that's just to hit the body of this candle. You expect to put a wick on it, right? So this is what we're looking at. But again, it'd be trading with the traders. That's the disadvantage of this one. Expecting to have an inside day, but this no wickless candle kind of gives you that thought process. The issue is once this thing puts a wick on, which is doing now, your stop loss is going to be way too big. I mean, look at the stop already. You're long? Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Yeah. See, I expect right here. Here's what I'm looking at, right? But the problem is I don't know how you get involved here, but this break of this low right here would be entry. With your stop now above the high to come down for that recovery. The problem is the stop is way too big to put a wick on this candle. But this is trading with the traders, you know. So how are you going to get involved here? You can't. I mean, I would suggest no one to take this. The stop's way too big. Your take profit's going to be a mess here. Again, I don't want anybody to take this, but that is the thought process. I had no idea that we were going to have that big. I had no idea these candles are this big. But with this no top wick candle, this is exactly the reason to short the highs, right? Normally we wouldn't do this, but there's no top wick. So we came in, put in a top wick and flipped. If there was no bottom wick on this candle, I'd be a lot more urged to get involved. But unfortunately it opened up, put in a very little top wick, came down and put on a bottom wick. If we just would have flipped here, then our entry would have been right here, which would have been, whoops, wrong tool. Sorry guys. Our entry would have been right here, which would have been much better, expecting to put in a bottom wick. I like that much better because now once we come down and put in this bottom wick, that's already, you know, 27 ticks into profit. So you'd already be into profit and, you know, moving your stop. But the way it is now, this is a big doji candle. So I'm not a fan of it anymore. I mean, obviously if we break the lows, I expect it, but where are you going to put your stop? You almost have to put your stop up here. So super tricky, guys. Again, I would not take it. Just the idea of how it works, right? But we'll watch it. I'll put the white line here so we can watch what we get. But it's too much risk for not enough reward, in my opinion. But again, and I hate trading with traders. We're trading with the traders here. Only reason that you're trading with the traders is because you got no top wick. It's the same thing that we would do if we were trading Sonny's level. Whether you're trading with the traders or not, you already know we trade those. So there you'd be entered. And we'll watch it play out here. I would take profit. You know, we expect this bottom wick to be on here because I know some of you took it. So I'm going to talk you through it. But here's where your bottom wick comes in at. Okay. So you want to think about securing right here. At least 50%, guys. All right. So once we get to this area, I mean, you could secure before that really, because that's 48 ticks away. So those that are in, make sure to manage it. You should have probably got enough to actually get. Yeah, that was 20. You could have went TP1 and then BE if you wanted, but just to get this down, but completely up to you. Just to get your stop loss down, or maybe win a 50% stop loss from here. Completely up to you, but obviously I would be. You're hoping to get a runner here once she goes and re-breaks these lows. It should break the low one more time. When it breaks it this time, guys, it should push down to the body of this candle, hopefully. There's the low broke. It should push down to the body of this candle next. So. Right there. I would go BE, guys. Completely up to you, but I'd go BE here, at least. TP1 BE should be about 50 ticks in profit. So that's about $500 if you're running minis, which I know a lot of you are not, but that's where I'd be at. Okay. And now what are we expecting? This bottom wick. Okay. Now, if we break the low again, we should come in for this wick. Well, the problem was here, Paul, that made the difference. This is a no top wick candle. So that means that the traders were bullish. They expected that we were going to go blow the highs this time. You see the difference? When we come in and we got that big top wick, that means they're shorting it down. This time, they say, I'm not going to get stopped out at the highs. I'm going to trade this up. So they were bullish here. So what do? We wait for them to start winning, thinking that they won the all-time highs, and then we trade the flip. It was a little risky because of the stop loss, but, you know, either way, we expected that she was going to come down here and do this. So if you were involved, great job, guys. Very nice trade. You get a little bounce here at the body, and then she should come back down, break this low, and put the wick on. Hopefully recover this range here, but you should be chasing it with a stop by this time. You should be way up. Way up by this time. You should be up as much as almost 70 per. It looks like about 68, 70 per contract, guys. But should bounce around, then it should pop this bottom. Right there, we should get one more tap, and it should pop and push down. Let's put that wick on. Come on, gold. Let's see the pop. Hopefully some of you guys are in it. I don't know. Too big of a stop loss for me. I call these, but it's way too big of a stop loss for me, guys. There's your bottom wick. Very nice trade, guys. Very nice, very nice. Sonny, you in this? I didn't even know people were talking over here. I missed all the talking. I'm sorry. Good morning, Sonny. I missed everything that was going on. My bottom number is 60 on BP, below normal. Well, that's not bad. Good morning, Sonny. Yeah, I took it. Beautiful. Very nice, Sonny. Very nice, very nice. Let's see if we can break this level right here. We should get a break right there. That should be the next spot that breaks. There it went.
I see you shake your mother brain. Let me show you how a real one gets paid. Your stop loss looking juicy, I'ma take that shit. Watch your position crumble while I make that split. Emotional little bitch, I see you hesitate. While you're frozen up in fear, I calculate. Been studying your patterns, know just when you fold. Your weakest strategy's about to get controlled. I ain't playing games, this ain't no fucking sport. I'm that bitch who takes your money, leaves you short. Every time you FOMO in, I'm selling high. By the time you figure it out, you're
I was talking about you and didn't even know it was risky, but that's okay now. Yeah, I was talking about you, Sonny. Didn't even know you were here. I said that's where it took the long from the range here. It's all right, Paul. It happens. You can't see everything. You're not you can't be superhuman all the time, Paul. Yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault, Aiken. It's your fault. You were yelling about Nasdaq, and look at what gold was doing. Beautiful move on gold, guys. I wish I could have got in that. All joking aside, I couldn't take the trade. That stop was just too big for me. I guess I could downsize or something, but it was just too big for me. But let's see if we break these lows. Are you still in it, Sonny, or are you out? It could push here. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it may not. This is like your last spot that it's gonna hold. You're out. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd be out too. It could push here, all joking aside. Is anybody still in this? We won't talk about it no more if everybody's out. You're looking to get in. Paul said he's looking to get in. Paul, just wait. Don't get in yet. Yeah. Yeah, you already ruined gold for him. He was trying to trade gold, Aiken, and you were yapping in his ears about NQ and tacos, and you messed him all up. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very nice, Aiken. Very nice.
Market Mavericks, mind the movement. We mastering this money mission, watch and learn.
First time I stepped in, feeling fresh and free. Thinking trading's easy, that ain't meant to be. Paid my tuition through the losses, yes indeed. Till I found my family in the LT Taluddin. What you know about patience when the pressure's high? What you know about staying cool when profits fly? Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, pure precision. Precision plotting, properly positioned. Pattern recognition.
Oh, he took it on Sam. Oh, Werner. Man of the Woods, are you long now? Hopefully she stick. I mean, you're long. Are you long in gold right this second? Is that what you're trying to do? Is long this back up? I think that's what Sony's doing too.
Market manipulation can't defeat us. Teacher taught us how to read and beat this. You know about patience when the pressure's high.
We'll add at 39. Small position. Gotcha. Okay. We don't want to talk about this. Everybody's out of the short, so we don't want to talk about this short no more. Let's try to see this thing go back up. We can get a nice opportunity here. I would take a long, but not here. I need to see it come down and actually give us a big bottom wick first before I could. But I need a different set of candles. Not quite like that. Maybe if this one came down and swept everything, put a wick on these candles, then maybe. And then we could long the high, the break up. But she may go up. I mean, my setup's just not quite here. Good luck, guys, though. It looks like she's retracing, so. Very nice, very nice.
While my wallet shows the win collection. Learn to trade and trade to win. That's the path we've always been. Market Mavericks, mind the movement. We mastering this money mission. Learn, trade, win. That's our vision.
Gotcha, I see, I see. Very nice.
Watch me calculate, calibrate. Precision's what I demonstrate. Cold blood pumping, mind state, elevate. Y'all ain't ready for what I create.
Calculated killer, ay, market thriller. Play it smart, get it harder. Solid starter, calculated killer. Facts, never bitter. Make it hard, hit the target. Perfect Parker, yeah. Precise moves, never lose, that's the protocol. Clock tick, ticking while I'm picking out the perfect call. Ain't no rushing when I'm crushing competition to the wall. Stack attacks, facts match, watch me break the fall. Quick switch, flip, script, tips, rip strips off the chart. Smart part, hard art, tear the game apart. Been my time since the day that I would start. Now they all follow when I apply my perfect mark. Strike, right, time, right, mind, take, shine. Right now, fight, height, might. Pattern recognition got me locked and loaded up. Numbers dance before my eyes, while profits show me love. Analytics in my veins, I'm strategic when I cut. Push and pull the perfect tool, I know just when to strike. Methodical, analytical, statistical drive. Critical, pivotal, individual vibe. Watch and wait until it's time to come alive. Then I strike with perfect time and watch me thrive. Slow it down, let me break it till you clean. Everything I got I earned through discipline. Patience is the power that'll make you mean. Wait and watch, then strike, that's how we win. How we win, how we win, how we win. Back up in it with the quickness, witness this precision. Split second decisions, crystal clear vision. No permission needed for this demolition. Competition wishing they can match my composition. Tactical, practical, mathematical mind. Strategical, radical, handle it time. Watch me stack it, pack it, crack it, then I shine.
Yeah.
Perfect pattern, matter of fact, I'm too refined.
Yeah. It's the same on the 30. There's a wickless 30 right here, which I think is the same as that 15 there. I believe. Let's see, but I believe so, yeah. Yeah, basically. They're all kind of in a row there. Let's see if we can get down. I hate to get down here because, you know, the woods is long. I hate that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's let it dump. All right. All right. All right. I don't want it to dump for your sake, though, Man of the Woods. Unfortunately, I kind of thought it was going to. True. True, true, true. You're right. I just kind of thought I'd come down here. I think they were very bullish here. They got very bullish, and that's part of my thing here. They got so bullish here that's why we got no top wick. I expected this thing to come up. I wish it just would have been a flip, but I expected to come up. I figured this was going to be our big candle down. These are the kind of candles we try to trade, right? I expected that this was going to be the big candle that came down and wiped out everything. They were just with no top wick. That means it was, you know, the traders were completely bullish. There was no shorts coming in at all. And whenever it gets like that, you already know. You already know. Well, is that our wick? Pretty much so. Would have been nice if it would have been straight freaking flip. But it's alright. About 200 ticks, just over 200 ticks from the flip. Just didn't get that. She drove down first. This is where she actually broke the lows, guys. Left the line on here, so. And this is one of them spots, Werner, like we talked about yesterday. Right, and I'm not saying that somebody would or wouldn't be in this, but this is where a runner, essentially, you probably could keep it running, right? And I mean, I don't know how much it came back up. I guess it kind of came back up here, so you might have been stopped out when it hit this area, came down, kind of tested this and came up. I never measured to see exactly how much it came up, so you might have been stopped out there, but for the most part, you know, if you kept a runner a little loose, you'd be all right. Because once you get that, I mean, and managing your trades a lot up to you. Once you hit that TP and you go to BE, you know, once we find that area and that's where you're exiting out at, you know, however you want to do it, say it was here, right? However you want to do it. Say you want to go 0.5 of this wick, I guess that would have been up to you, but essentially somewhere in this area for TP1, you know, now you can just kind of let it do what it does, and you build confidence more and more the more you understand how the price action works when it runs, right? And that's where the runners come in at, in my opinion. Now they'll tell you, well, no, what you should do is you should you know, trade this candle right here because it broke the highs, it came down, it broke the low, and then you're just supposed to hold it all the way through all this. But everybody knows just as well as anything that if you got here, this would have been tough, that would have been tougher. I mean, just you just got to take this into account for a minute, and people never think about this. But if this was the low of this candle, right, and your next candle came up that high, that's 132 ticks. When are you ever holding 132 ticks back to run down to these areas? And I mean, the same thing goes with this wick here. Everybody always says, oh, well, you just hold it and you hold it all the way down to the bottom of this range here. I just don't know how you can really do that. You know what I mean? Everybody will say, well, you just hold it through. Look, it played out. And that's absolutely fine. But you can go down, you can look at how many times it didn't play out, doing the exact same thing. This candle right here flips bullish, breaks this top, and now you come back up and you break the highs. Right? And that's just craziness. So it's one thing to say that you can trade a candle, and it's another thing to say that you traded this whole entire move. Right? Because you get a lot of wicks and things like that. But that's just my thoughts, right? Gold gap fill in cash market. Huh. Oh, good morning, Landon. I didn't even notice he was here. She just continues to fall.
In shadows, creeps in the night. Gold got a mind that don't act right. Fake calm, but it holds that rage. Sleep on it once, now you trapped in the trade. Flight to safety or panic play. One headline hit, it's a runaway. I'm up my levels with blood and care, but it still breaks hearts like it just don't care. Gold got mood swings, jumping out the gate. 1 minute smooth, next feeling fade. Quiet like a whisper, then boom with a bang. Breaking all structure, killing your plan. It ain't just metal, it's a living flame. Dancing on dreams, never moves the same. Gold got mood swings, best stay wise. You blink once, there go your prize. Lose, drop, spike, FOMC night fight. Inflation fears or rate hike tears.
Oh, no worries, Landon, no worries.
You trading metal, you trading pride. It pulls you deep, then flips the tide. You thought it was done, now this is the start. Gold don't care about your fibs or your chart. I seen it pause for hours, then explode in seconds. Whips our dreams, cold and lessons. It don't follow rules, it breaks them, then rewrites them, then rewrites them. Gold got mood swings, don't get caught. Moves like a queen, cold but hot. You chase, you lose, that's how it plays. You wait, you strike, that's how you stay. A mirror to fear, a lover to pain. Gold ain't a trade, it's a hurricane. It's not just a chart, it's alchemy. Turn your peace into panic. That's gold. Every move I take, gold in my favor.
Patience paid off, now I taste the flavor.
Oh, you're going back to college?
Don't need no
Very nice.
I'm the one
Works, that works.
They rushing loud, I'm moving silence. Gold made me rich off pure compliance. Rules I wrote, now I live them slow. Seeing that setup, yeah, I let it grow. No fear trades, I'm built from loss. Every scar taught me how to boss. Gold's my canvas, I paint in ticks. Turn pullbacks into candle wicks.
Every move I take, gold in my favor. Patience pay off, now I taste the flavor.
Accounting and finance, that's not bad.
Need no savior. I'm the one, go feel the labor.
Woke up, check the zone, still valid. Entry hit smooth, now the chart look lavish. People chase hype, I chase the truth. Go show love when your mind got proof. I don't flinch when it starts to dance. I'm the reason price got that glance. Strategy, cold, discipline, rare. Why they guess I breathe market air.
Every move I take, gold in my favor. Patience paid off, now I taste the flavor. Profit so clean, don't need no savior.
Very nice, Landon.
Go feel the labor. Stack these wins with grace and fire. I don't fold, I climb higher. Gold in my lane, flowing like fate. Marked my zone, now I dominate.
I see you watching how I move, trying to figure out the rules, but what you see ain't what it seems. I got the keys to everything. Charts don't lie, emotions die when you follow what you know. Charts don't lie, emotions die. Let the numbers guide you slow. Charts don't lie, emotions die. Steady hands will make it grow. Charts don't lie, emotions die.
Below yesterday's range. Yeah, I'd like to see him. I mean, a good setup somewhere here. Man of the woods. You need to learn to be an audio equipment repair technician. Yeah, I guess they need that, Sonny. I guess that's hugely in need.
Every morning grinding, watching lounge events. Nothing left to chance, this ain't no romance.
No audio equipment engineer.
No shortcuts here.
Aiken.
Patience is the path that got me in the clear. They all wanna know how I stay so
I mean, here's the range here. Yeah.
mistakes accrue, but I learned the hard way. Yeah, I pay my Now I'm sharing wisdom, hope you take advice. Charts don't lie, emotions die when you follow what you know. Charts don't lie,
No, I was saying that he said audio equipment engineer.
got you slow. Charts don't lie,
No, you're fine.
steady hands will make it grow. Charts don't lie, emotions die. That's the game I'm gonna show. See the signals clear when my mind.
I'd like to see, like, right here, as you guys are talking about this. I don't know where the POC is. Not gonna lie, because I ain't got all that pulled up, but 38.92.8 would be pretty ideal. See if we can't start forming something there, but she could come all the way down.
I keep my head straight. That's the difference between good and being great. Sometimes I sit back and think about the lessons.
And you could pull this whole range here.
Now
wanted, I guess. How far off would that be? 38.91.8. Not much different. We'll see, guys. Not gonna lie, that might have been the trade, though. I mean,
Screens light up the room, another late shift soon. Charts moving slow, but I already know. Started out confused, watching numbers move. Didn't understand, money slipped through my hand. Lost more than I planned, but something in me changed. Studied every trade, found patterns in the game. Learn the moves, make the trade. Stack it up, calculations made. Every night I'm getting paid, while the whole world fades away. While they sleep, learn the moves, make the trade. Patient mind, watch it play. Every night I'm getting paid, while the whole world fades away. 2 years in the grind, reading every sign. Market on my mind, left the fear behind. Now I see it clear, when to hold, when to steer. Numbers tell the tale, never gonna fail. Watching candlesticks climb, red to green in time. Building up my worth, put the hours in first. Learn the moves, make the trade. Stack it up, calculations made. Every night I'm getting paid, while the whole world fades away. Learn the moves, make the trade. Patient mind, watch it play. Every night I'm getting paid, while the whole world fades away. Late night, bright screen, studying the scene. Every pattern that I'm seeing got a meaning. No more random moves, no emotional choosing. Calculated steps, that's how I keep improving. Watching gotta be right. Reading our side, boundaries inside. Some call it luck, but they don't know the word.
all right, see you later, Werner. I don't know why it's not working, but should be.
Oh, is it?
On YouTube, is it fine? Testing, guys. It sounds like it's working on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's working on YouTube. Yeah.
Learn, trade, win. That's the motto we live in. Every loss made me stronger, now I'm never giving in. Started at the bottom, looking at them charts all day. Red numbers hit different when you rent late. Studied every pattern till my eyes went blank. Now I move different, got a different rank. Used to chase the quick flip, ended up in pain. Had to learn patience, had to train my brain. Watching all these suckers make the same mistakes, while I'm in the back plotting my escape. Years of preparation, analyzing trends. Cold nights grinding while they playing pretend. Now my phone stay buzzing, numbers looking right. Made it through the storm, now I see the light. Living by the system that I built myself. Knowledge is the currents more than money and wealth. Watch me stack my wins like it's mathematics. While they moving sloppy, I stay calculated. Learn, trade, win, that's the way. Every day we begin, stack it up. Learn, trade, win, never stop. Till we all eating good again. Mirando los números, estudiando juego.
While these fools sleeping, yo no tengo sueño. Aprendí las reglas, now I break the code. Desde abajo hasta arriba, that's how the story goes. Lost 100 times, but I'm still here standing. Cada pedida taught me new understanding. Now I move smooth like agua en el rio. Got the perfect timing, that's my estilo. All my people eating, we don't stress no more. Built an empire from the knowledge that I stored. Every win I get, I spread gain to my team. We all up, living out a scheme. Money flowing steady like a natural stream. Got these fools watching like it's on the screen, but they don't see the work behind the scenes. Years of losses turned into victories. Had to reach
You definitely don't see.
mine. Leave the fear behind. Now I'm in my prime. Watch
Yeah, where was the weekly open? I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, weekly open's a long way away. I don't see us coming back to it this week either. It's been kind of funny. We've just been moving away. Up only, it seems.
I watched the patterns play out. They all said I wouldn't make it.
Right here, this level. That you got level to level traders. They're trading right here. This is the level that's held. So if you take and you look at it as a range or a level or whatever, that's they believe that this, you know, is going to hold now. So I'm sure there's a lot more reasons than just this level here. I'm sure you could probably pull fibs and all these different things and probably see, you know, other reasons behind it, but it's all going to be the same thing. It's because that level came in. Let's see what a regular fib looks like. Do we got just like a, let's just do a scope extension plus. Let's run it and see how it runs through. So that was your first. Let's see the other way. This was your second. See? Perfect. Right there. So it came through perfect to the 616. Perfect tap. So, I mean, all these things are going to line up. The level lines up. The 616 lines up. All these things are going to line up for these guys to go along here. Now, is it going to hold? You know, that's what we're waiting to see. We're waiting to see if it holds or not. We can see that they're coming in, you know, and that's your eye right there. That's what people don't see, Paul. You see the longs coming in. That's how you look at it now. You don't look at it as, oh, look at these big bearish candles coming down. You say, oh, look, the longs came in, and you're asking yourself, well, why did these longs come in? And we show this level here. That's where they're coming in at. The 616, that's where they're coming in at. You know, you see all these reasons why they're coming in now, which makes a lot more sense. And that's the whole why that I talk about all the time. When you see this happen, you say, okay, longs are coming in. All right, so where are their stop losses? Long stop losses are now below these lows for some of them. Right, so some of them are going to be in this general vicinity here. We'll just make this red just to be fun with it. But a majority of them are going to be where? Probably below these lows, just for fun, right here in this area. And then what are you going to see? Well, since we're below these lows, and I mean you can fairly say this is below the lows. Well, what are you going to see then? Once these stop losses get hit here, the longs are going to come in here. Why? Because this is the 786 and the 818. So it just all projects together. That's right below these lows. So therefore, that's the next place the longs are going to come in again, where their stop loss is going to be. I mean, you already know. So this whole trickery happens the whole way down if we're going down. And I'm not by any means suggesting that we're going down, but here's your next spot. Now, where's the next spot that the longs are going to come in at? We already know. Yesterday's low, which is what? Look at yesterday's low, 919. So yesterday's low is the 919, which is also going to be where longs come in. Where's the next spot? Longs are going to come in at the low, Asia low. You see what I'm saying? So it's just it's over and over and over. All these things are exactly the same, and that's what people don't get when they say, "Oh no, I trade fibs, I don't trade levels," or "I trade levels, fibs are stupid," or "I trade order blocks because fibs and levels are stupid." They're all the same thing. Draw them out on your chart. You'll see time after time after time. They're all exactly the same thing. There's no difference in any of them. The only reason that everybody thinks they're different is because they don't use that strategy, and they think that strategy's junk. But instead of actually throwing it on the chart and saying, "Hey, let's see where this strategy is. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing as they are. How naive am I now?" You see what I mean? But if you draw it out, you can see it. I mean, nobody takes the time to do this. Nobody takes the time to say, "Okay, well, how do fibs work?" If they don't trade fibs, right? Nobody takes the time to say, "Okay, well, how do levels work? How does support and resistance work? How does supply and demand work?" If they don't take the time to do this. And it's the same. We get into this range right here. Let's just say this range. Well, what is it? Well, up here is supply, down here is demand. It's the same thing, which is exactly where those fibs lined up with, which is exactly where the level traders are going to line up with. It's all the same thing. Where's the bullish and bearish order blocks? Same thing. You run down to the lower time frames, you're going to see the exact same thing. Here they are. We know. It's easy. I mean, it's simple. You don't have to, you don't even have to go down there to see it. You already know this is where they are because it's the same thing. All these strategies are exactly the same. If you draw supply out, you're going to see exactly where they are. If you draw out your fibs, you're going to see exactly where they are. They just all line up. So. Yep. Yep. Yeah, people just don't get it. Everybody wants to be the brilliant one that came up with something brilliant or is using something brilliant, and everybody else is just dumb. And that's the issue. And that's the issue in, the world as a whole. You already know this, Paul. It's just crazy. All right, man of the woods. You're exactly right. They do. They hate to hear that, but have a good one, man. Have a great break. I just noticed Sonny left too. I didn't even see that, so I'm missing messages here. But it's all right. I try, guys. If I miss it, it's not because I don't love y'all. So. Let's see where we hold here, guys. Very nice. I hope everybody gets this morning and why I thought we would go down at all-time highs when, I say all the time, don't short all-time highs, right? This was a very different setup. I hope you guys have a good one, man. I hope you guys understand when we get a candle up like this that has no wick, and you guys already know wicks are super important to me. No wick means the traders are bullish. That means this time around, they've been stopped out so many times at these all-time highs that they want to long it up into the highs, right? That was the different setup. That's why we trade reactions, not predictions. I say that all the time. What would the prediction be? Long the high, right? That's our prediction. Why? Because everybody comes in at the high and they short. So therefore, we want a long high. But this candle didn't play that way. Right? This candle came in bullish. And Paul actually got in along here, and it worked. So, but he's a master scalper, guys. You got to understand, he gets in and out of these positions super quick, and that's what you had to do there. But the reason that I believe that you were all right to short this one was because we had no top wick on this candle. We came up, put a top wick, and what do? We tapped yesterday's high. Very heavy range. Everyone was bullish. They thought they were winning when she goes up. They were like, yay, we got it. And then it came back down, and I said, as soon as it broke those lows, what's going to happen? She's going to fall apart. And this is the candle we want to trade. The biggest candle on the, look at the tricky candles. These are the candles we're looking to trade. The biggest all right, Aiken, see you in a bit. The biggest candle on the chart. Right? We talk about this all the time. We want to trade the big candle. We don't want to trade, and this is what I tell you, that's where the patience comes in at. We don't want to trade this candle, this candle, this candle. Look at all these candles. We don't want to trade any of these candles. Look at all the candles before this. We don't want to trade any of these. And look how this candle looked like the biggest candle, right? Completely wickless. This big bullish candle came in. That was the traders getting super bullish. They loved this. We broke out of this range. They're thinking, hey, you know, and this is the range you're looking at the time, right? Let's go back and, you know, back into time as we're looking at this. This would have been the range that you're looking at that time, right? And what did they think? Oh, it's breaking out. This time, I'm not going to short. I'm not going to be dumb. I'm longing this breakout, and we're longing it to all-time highs. We're going to long it up to the moon. She's going up. I already know. Gold's bullish. That's why we've got no wicks. They got in, and they were super bullish and just ran with it. Right? And that's why I expected that this thing was going to come back down. Now, what would I like to seen as the beautiful setup here? That this white line was right here. For me, that would have been all day an entry. The white line was all the way down here. Why? For those of you that were here, because this was the candle that came in, came down, just like this, unfortunately, right? Came down just like this, then came up just like this. And then what do we do next? Then we came down and broke that low and moved. So for me, it would have been ideal if she just would have came up first. If we would have had this candle right here, I'll be honest with you, I probably would have took it even if the stop was a little higher on this particular setup. Right? Even if the stop would have been like 35 or 37, I might have said, okay, well, there's no bottom wick on this candle. Once she breaks these lows, I'm going to take that with even a, you know, just over 30 stop. Would I want a 50 stop? No, obviously not. But I probably would have got involved with, you know, 35, 36, something like that. Because that was super ideal. You know, everything was perfect there. Here we are. We just blew through them levels that we were just talking about. So what are we doing now? You know, we just went through all the stops of them guys that came in, tried to long it. You know, I know Aiken's talking about late shorters coming in, but I got to be honest with you guys. Most people aren't trading that. Go into the chat, you know, and Lost and Voids, if you're out there, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When we talked about this 3 days ago, this is exactly the moves that I'm talking about. When I'm looking for a move, right, the biggest candles, I'm absolutely expecting that they run through the levels that everybody has as levels, right? So now, where have we been? Well, if you trade levels right here, you went long. Right here, you went long. How did these levels work today? You know, and I'm not trying to harp on how people trade, but this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? And again, right here, just for fun, right here, you're long again. I mean, to be honest, you longed all this, right? And at what point do you decide that you can't just long these levels because they're levels, right? Very nice, Paul. Very nice. Very nice. You see what I'm saying, Lost and Voids? And I mean, I'm not trying to harp on you. You know, you do you, and if it works, great. But this is why we look for reactions. Because if you just trade all these levels, and actually I missed one, right here, you would have been long as well. Missed that one, I'm sorry. Right? You'd have been long at the top of this level probably as well. So any of these levels you would have been long at. Why? Because they're levels. And if you go down to the 5 minute, it'll all make sense to you guys. See what I'm saying? These are all levels. But all these places you would have been long. And you would have been stopped every single time. And where's the next place? Well, you're going to go long here next. We already know. Here's your next spot. You're going to go long here now. Right? is your next spot to go long. Will it hold? Maybe. Does it matter? I mean, you're so much down on the day at this point that it doesn't matter if this holds. I mean, I hope. Hopefully it comes down here, it bounces, and it runs all the way up and breaks the highs. Hopefully for the sake of the people who long here, right? But just think about all these losses that you've taken on the way down. Hopefully you got super, super good risk management because we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be, you know, we've lost 4 trades already. So this will be trade number 5. Where are you next? We already know. Right here. There's your next spot, right? So, and this is why we look at 0.5s. Why do we look at 0.5s? Because when you guys go long on these ranges, and I forgot I've changed, let me change my fib back real quick, guys, because we were looking at normal fibs for everybody else. When you guys go long on these levels, what happens? You get stopped below this area, and then you never get entered on your next one. That's why the 0.5 holds, because you never get to get it long here. That's why the 0.5s at these ranges hold. You get stopped out, but never get your opportunity to get back in, and then it goes up without you. Then you say, well, if I just would have opened my stop loss up a little bit, if my stop loss would have been down some more, it would have worked. But if you've tried that before, it's not going to work. It's got nothing to do with that. You got to understand how the price moves, right? It's got nothing to do with any of this stuff. I hope everybody understands that. I mean, it's just, I realize it's hard to wrap your head around. I realize it goes against everything that everybody says all the time, but it's just how it is, guys, sadly. Once you start understanding that and understanding why it moves, you'll start making sense of it. Go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry.
Community strong, we share what we know. Each trade we take helps the other one grow. Fuck the FOMO.
6146.
Patient assassins, highly rated. Break down resistance.
Oh my gosh.
Keep it controlled, no emotional trades. That's how the real fucking money.
It is madness with them. It really is.
Knowledge flowing free, real-time updates from LTW family. Chart patterns forming, we spot them quick. Experience taught us which one to pick. Slow it down, let me tell you something clear. Every loss I took.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about that, guys? Any questions about anything I just went over? Anything that, I mean, I know Paul gets it, so I know he doesn't have any questions, but does anybody else out there have any questions about any of that? Because, I mean, hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully you understand that, and I'm not saying not to trade levels. By no means am I saying that. I'm saying don't trade a level just because it's a level. Have a reason. Have your why answered. Don't say, well, I'm trading here because that's a level and level to level trading is a good way to go. Because that doesn't make any sense. Just telling you. Does price move level to level? Absolutely. Why do I look at level to level? Everybody already knows, to see how the traders come in. Not if they win or they lose. We're looking for opportunities to take advantage of a setup because they came in. And then an entry. Right? So right here is your next potential setup, right? What's going to happen here? Traders are going to come in long. We already know this. Now, will it come down and stop them out and then move up? If so, that is our setup to go long, right? That's why everybody gets confused. They're like, I don't understand. Sometimes you long off the levels. Sometimes you try to counter trend trade. You know, everybody talks about this all the time. Are you a counter trend trader or are you a trend trader? I'm not either, because I'm just trading the reaction of the traders. That's it, right? Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Yes. 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 Mad focus now, this is how my day begins. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move. Yeah, I got something. Yep. Exactly. I mean, and Paul's exactly right, and that's the whole thing. And people want this, you know, and we They want this strategy. They want this. Okay, well, when it hits 3880.3, I'm supposed to long or short. That doesn't make sense, guys. Why? Give me the why that you should long or short at 3880.3. Just give me one reason why. Well, because that's yesterday's low. Well, great. So yesterday's low always holds? I mean, if that's the case, go back and look at it and show me where yesterday's low always held. If you can do that, then by all means, you should always long 3880.3. But I got to be honest with you, I think you'll be surprised to see that yesterday's low doesn't hold always. Probably not even most of the time, sadly. And that's the issue, right? You got to answer the why. You know, why is price coming up now? Right? And the reason that price is coming up right this second is because if there were people who were short, which there were, you're going to have shorts, you're going to have longs always. They are now taking profit. They're front running yesterday's low. That's it. That's the only reason we got this little move up here. Right? Because if you're short, you're a future buyer. So you got to buy to get out of this position. So buys have came in. They just front ran yesterday's low. That's it. You know, is it the market makers? Is it, you know, institutions? Is it this? Is it that? You know, be with it what you will, you know. Either way, it's profit taking more than likely, more than longing. And why do we think that it's profit taking rather than longing? Well, because why would anybody have longed at what was low there? 3882. Why? What would be the reason to long right out here in space? There's really not one. Right, so more than likely this is more profit taking. There were people that were short, you know, from where, you know, could be anything. Could be people that just tried to get in short, whatever, and the profit came in, profit taken. And I mean, these are your setups. Let's just say that you were still looking for a short, which is a little tough here, but let's say that you were. So profit taking came in here, right? Where are your actual longs at? Well, longs are coming in here. Stops are getting hit here. So these stops got hit on the longs that came in here already, right? So where are longs going to re-enter at? Again, right here. We got this close right here. They like this area. You should see this candle push up some. Why do longs like this area? Because this was a level to them. To them, it looks like this. This is, you know, support. This is support here. You come down to this candle. Look, this is demand. This is an area that should hold. This is, you know, whatever you want to look at it. This should hold. So now, yes, these can be longs coming in. That's why we look at it this way. What are you getting on the 5 minute here? Head and shoulder pattern. Inverted. Yes, here it is. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. They expect this to hold. We done swept the liquidity. That's everything that they're seeing here. So yes, longs are coming in. The longs play out here. I mean, I venture to say no, but will they? Possibly. This is what we're looking for. We get a push up, no bottom wick. What are you expecting? You'd like to see a bottom wick, right? For me, I look at it as this area because I'm on the 30. So for me, I'm seeing it close below with a bottom wick. Just saying. So what do you expect? You expect this to come down and recover this wick, hopefully. Right? And they're going to come down and stop them all out. For what? The longs that come in here. Longs are going to come in here next. So this comes down, sweeps the wick. We'll get a wick down. It'll sweep below. Probably test this wick here. Possibly sweep it when these longs come in. Right? That's the motions that we expect to see go through here. Does it have to? No, that's why you're always looking for an area to get involved. How big was that top wick? 17 ticks. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, Paul's already short, so he's got this good. We swept this. Longs will come in again. Again, you might see the longs come in, come up into this area again, maybe tap the 0.5 here, possibly. And then what? And then we can easily still come back down. Right? Just depends. I mean, we come down here too. No lie. It's a tough time. We're at 10:30. The majority of your momentum or volume or whatever you want to call it should die off here within the next half an hour. But I mean, what do we expect? This is just what we expect. We expect she'll sweep here, tap this area, longs will come back in. Will they hold? You know, you'll get a wick up here. Will they hold? Maybe. My thoughts are they probably come down here and sweep them out first, right? And then where will the next longs come in at? I mean, we already talked about that. Down here in this next area, there'll be longs come in. When do they start winning? Once everybody's decided that it's short, just like we saw here. Everybody decided it's long this time. It's not short no more. Then you'll see the longs come in. You know, the longs won't come in. Traders won't come in. The green candles will come in. All the traders will be short. Here's the sweep that we were talking about. I mean, we already projected this. Here we go. We'll come down here. We'll test this. Let's see if she holds. If you were to trade that flip, close below, top wick, your stop loss would have been there. Your TP1 would be right here. Stop loss into profit. So, or you could have managed it quicker than that if you wanted, but you would already be 60 ticks into profit. There's the sweep. Now, what's it going to do next? It's going to break that low and pop down because all the longs are coming in here. The next thing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. See, there it is. Tap. There's the longs. Now, what are they going to do to them? And you, at this point, you should be dragging your stop loss in this trade, right? Does everybody get it? And what are you looking for? This next wick. Will we get it? Let's see. You know, there's nothing saying you're going to. That's not how this market works. Do we expect it? Yeah, we expect it. But will the longs hold? Maybe. Let's see. Here comes the low again. If we tap this low again, is she going to hold? Longs are coming in off yesterday's low. Let's tap this wick and see. This is all candle building. This is what we're talking about. There's the tap. What happens? There's low broke. Spit out more of a wick. Where are we at? We're at the 0.5 of this candle. Is it going to hold? 0.5 of this wick. No. We're going to tap this wick. Right? Now, with the next tap of this low, she'll push down and tap that wick. Why? Because we see it happen time and time and time again, guys. We see it happen time and time and time again. This is too easy, right? Yeah. Yep. It's only because you're looking at where the traders come in at. There's really no more to that. Everybody thinks that we're predicting where the market's going to go or how the market's going to go or anything else. No, we're just watching the traders come in. That's it. All we're doing is watching the orders coming in. Where will the orders come in at? You know? So, there's that position. Should do super good. Again, if you traded that, Paul traded it. If any of the rest of you traded it, you know, great job. That's another call today, right? I mean, you just got to watch these things. Here's going to be the tap to the low, just like we talk about. We'll see if she holds. If she taps straight to that white line and holds, you know, you get a big bounce there, that's your longs coming in again. What? At the lows, right? Let's see what she does. There it is. Pop through. Beautiful. See? They didn't hold, did they? So what was the scaredness of being in that position? You knew exactly where it was going to react at, and it didn't. Why? Because they took them straight out. There's no game here. They're killing them. They're letting them get in at every level, just like they're supposed to, and they're wrecking them at every level the whole way down. Next level here. What'll happen? All right. Very beautiful, very beautiful.
Gotta stay composed, make these moments last. Reading signals, catching every beat. Market symphony playing just for me. Mind state elevated,
Oh.
focus clean. This ain't just trading.
All right, you want me to win up, add them on? I always forget that we had some yesterday too. I never remember it. I'll be honest with you. Here, let's put a win. I guess we'll put, how many you want to put on there? Win rate. 4. Okay.
Yes, there you go.
58. 9, 61. So 62. That's not a 2, that's a 3. Let me go back. There we go. All right. There we go, guys. But yeah, I mean, I hope this makes sense. I mean, more so than the win rate, guys. And I realize this, we put the win rate on. Paul's right. Unfortunately, everybody comes in. What's your win rate? What's your win rate? You know, and I don't keep track of it most of the time, not going to lie. But I hope more than anything, rather than win rates, guys, you guys are watching this, paying attention and understanding why we say it's reactions. It's reactions because we're looking for the traders to come in. It's got nothing to do with a level. It's got nothing to do with a fib. It's got nothing to do with supply, demand, you know, support, resistance, order blocks, whatever. The only reason we use any of those things, fair value gaps, the only reason we use any of that is because we're watching where the traders come in at. We realize that at a supply, demand, order block, you know, support, resistance, whatever you want to call it, right? Fib, whatever. We realize that there's going to be longs coming in there. There's going to be shorts coming in there. And now what do? You watch and see how it is they hold their positions. Did they hold? Did they fail? That's it. That's the only reason we draw all these lines. That's all the only reason we do all this. Do they win sometimes? Absolutely. If they didn't win, they'd never come back. You can't have a casino that never has a winner. If there's never a winner, they'll never return to the casino, guys. And if they don't return to the casino, there's no money to be had. So yes, the traders have to win. We've got a wickless candle here. Pretty much. Looks like a 1-tick wick or something. Should be recovering that. That's what nobody seems to understand either. And then people will say, well, you know, supply demand works. It does. I'm not saying it don't. Sometimes it works. It's just you don't take every supply area and expect it's going to work. What would happen to you today? You know, these are levels, just like I was talking to Loss and Voids about. If you would have took every level today, what would have happened? You would have longed every one of these levels. You'd have been wrecked time after time after time after time. And again and again and again. Right? Let's get all this stuff off the screen. I hope that makes sense. So it's not so messy. What do we look at this as? You know, and here's why I don't look at missed trades, just for instance as well. Okay, so I didn't take a trade in any of this, right? I've been talking everybody through all these trades, hadn't taken a trade in any of this. So I can say, oh my gosh, look at this. I missed, because here was our entry, right? Here was our entry. I missed 541 ticks, right? But think about this. You didn't miss anything. What's going to happen when we recover this? We're going to get this opportunity again. It's going to come back. It's going to recover all this. From where? How much further are we going to go down? You guys already know. As long as we keep falling, there's a nice clean range to completely recover the way back up. So there's brighter days ahead. We've missed nothing. It doesn't matter. It don't matter whether we got this or didn't get it. Who cares? Market's still going to be moving tomorrow. So very good. I love to see it, Paul. I love it. Very beautiful. I love to hear that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Werner, is this making all sense to you too? Hopefully, I got to tell you, Werner, and I'm not trying to get your. Hopefully, you can hear me, but I'm not trying to get your spirits up or whatever the case may be. But when we started this, okay, you're here. Yeah, when we started this, Werner, I'm not kidding with you. Paul was in a very, very, very ugly place as well in trading. Very down, very disappointed, very depressed. Thought that there just wasn't anything that worked as well. I'm just going to be honest with you. And in the place that he's at today, I mean, this is what I do this for every day, guys. This is why. And Werner, I'm going to get you there too. I'm telling you. Because this is my whole goal. I'm not kidding you. And I realize you're going to say that you're not going to get there and everything. We're going to get you there. So Paul was out of hope as well when we first started all this. So I'm just telling you, I get it. But I'm going to get you there as well. It's not easy. I'm not going to tell you for 1 minute that's an easy road or anything else. And it's going to take time, and it is tough. And he'd been working trading for many years as well and tried everything. And, now he's just starting today, just now. I'm not going to say today. Obviously, it's not today, but he's just starting now to flip the script and get to that point where, he is going to get, he's going to be there. He's gotten very, very knowledgeable, and he sees it very well today. And that's the first thing. It's really got nothing to do with your P&L. Obviously, that's the great part of it. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's actually being able to see it and understand. I'm going to say the why, and I know people are sick of hearing that, but the why price is moving, being able to understand why you should enter here, there, or wherever, and understand why it's going to go up, it's going to go down. Once you start wrapping your heads around that, then it's just kind of perfecting your entries and what works best for you. Not always is what works best for me the same as what works best for you either. Paul takes a lot of trades that I wouldn't take at all, but he understands how the market moves now, so he can take advantage of those. I'm super, super conservative. Never have I once ever said that I wasn't, right? I've never said, hey, if you want to trade 100 trades a day, make sure you follow me. Make sure you come to my stream. Never have I said that. I've said if you want to understand how the market moves and why we're going up, why we're going down, why the price works the way it is, that's why you want to come here every day, because that you will learn by spending your time here on the stream. And now you can take that and adapt that to whatever, works best for you. However that makes sense to you, right? Here's that bottom wick that we were looking for here. Push down. One more push. Should be one more push. Who would have thought that we would have got this much movement with no news today? Yeah. Yes, we were. You're right. I didn't even. We're getting there. We're getting there. There was no hope. An hour or two ago. Yeah, there was no hope. You're exactly right. And this here, guys, is the daily flip, which is absolutely. I guess don't call it a daily flip. Oh, I thought it was the daily. I swear there was no daily no candle. Maybe it's a 4 hour. Never mind, it's 4 hour. I'm wrong. I painted it yellow because there's a 4 hour no wick here. So, just to set your eyes on as we're moving here. But, yeah. Yeah, we just said that. You're exactly right. We just said weekly open probably isn't in the cards this week, but it looks like it very well could be. Again, I'm not saying, hey, short down to weekly open. No, that's not not how we do it. And again, just because we think it's going to come hit weekly open, that doesn't mean anything for trading. I think a lot of people get confused You say, okay, wow, we're going to go to 3788.8. Well, that's great. And we go there and we hit that. That's perfect again. And woo, you called it and missed the trade. No. Was there really a trade? That's what people don't get. Was there really a trade to 3788.8? You know, I don't know. Maybe there was. Maybe there was a setup you had. But normally when people say things like that, there really wasn't a trade. They just, well, I called it. You called what? Called that something was going to go there? I mean, we did this one week. Paul, I just called a number out of the blue just for fun. And Paul put it on the chart. And yeah, we hit it perfectly. It was beautiful. But it was just a number I said off the top of my head for fun. There was nothing more to it than that. People don't get that. I mean, you can definitely hit a number on a chart, guys. With pinpoint accuracy. That's got nothing to do with trading, though. I'm sorry. It was funny. I had a guy, I forget who it was. Paul, I don't know if you were here that day or not. I think he might have been. But a guy came in and he said, do you think we could hit? And I was being funny. He's a decent person that was in the VC a few times after that. But anyways, he came in and he called a lower number on gold. And he says, you think we can hit, you know, let's just say because we're here, 3819.7. And I was like, I pulled the chart up and I was like, well, you know, it'd be just as likely to hit 3819.7 as we would, you know, 3904. And that was it. I never thought about it again. And we're sitting here going through the stream and he says, oh, TP hit. Thank you, reality. I just made $1,200. He says, that was a great call. I was like, what? He said, when you told me that we were going to come up and hit 3904. I'm like, what? It was absolute madness. He took the trade. And I wasn't saying that we were going to go hit 3904. I was saying that the likeliness was just the same. That's it. But he took the trade, made all kinds of money. He was happy as all get out. Okay, great. Absolute madness. And again, I had no TA, had no reason to call that number. I only called the number because he called a low number, so I called one that was above. That was it. So, yeah. Yep. Like I said, I see this whole move, and you know, I didn't take a trade, guys. You know, I didn't trade at all today. I didn't get into any of this. So, am I upset? No. I mean, it just is what it is. Will I get an opportunity? Probably not, right? I probably won't get an opportunity on gold today. It is what it is. I'm going to trade the algos here this afternoon, and you know, once I'm done with the stream, which pretty close here, it's already 10:51, I'll probably turn the computer off. I may look at it for another just little bit just to see if we keep moving like this. I don't anticipate it, but maybe I'll watch it for just a little bit, just in case there is some kind of entry. Again, I don't anticipate it. My thought process is I'm going to trade the algo. Sorry about yesterday, guys. Paul, I know you were there. I don't know who else was there, but we were driving, and the wife was like, "There's 50 seconds to the algo." She pulled everything up because we got an alarm that hits. I told you the alarm hits at 3:40 to make sure that I don't miss it. And she got everything pulled up at 3:40, and I'm driving down the road, and I'm looking at the charts, and she's like, okay, the algo's in 50 seconds. I was like, oh crap, 50 seconds. I'm looking at it. So I call the position, and I'm like, there was no movement. I said, just tell him that there was no movement, you know, because she was typing on my phone to back and forth to you guys after I called I don't even remember which way I called, but either way. And I said there was no movement, so it wasn't triggered because she actually put the trade in, no trigger. And you were like, well, it's 5 minutes early. And I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense for no movement. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was driving in the car. I'm trying to pay attention to this. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh.
Cool and steady through each display. My fingers trace ascending paths while steam rises.
Yeah.
We laugh.
Yep. Yep.
Power holds its craft as wisdom flows through every draft. Each another chance to perfect this sacred dance. Some see chaos, I see design. Some
Yeah.
rush, I take my time. In these moments, I
Welcome.
find every signal, every sign. On the surface, like
Yep.
we
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
knowing when to stop and start. Each cup of wisdom sets apart the discipline
This is the next spot that she should get a few longs, maybe.
early hours hold the
Is Dixie just... Yeah, Dixie's pumping. That's why, huh?
everything
Absolutely.
to see. In this space, I'm truly free to let the knowledge flow through me.
No, there was no news.
Rhythm of my
There was no news.
let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In the rhythm of
All right, so there is the next spot. We got about 5 minutes left, so it wouldn't surprise me. And again, I don't want to say... I mean, I want to say what I think right now, right? I don't want anybody trying to trade this, but it wouldn't surprise me if in this next 5 she doesn't come down, sweep those lows, knock everybody out that would have longed here, and then come up and print a doji on top. So we'll see how it plays. Again, I don't want anybody to trade it just because they think it, but something like this sweeps down and then closes up here with a wick. That's green. It's not supposed to be green, but doesn't matter. Something like that. It'll be a red candle, obviously, not a green one, but you get the gist. And then it would not surprise me if the next candle comes in and gives us a doji where it comes in, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. I don't care if it finishes red or green, but a doji, something like this, where it never breaks the lows again. If it does, and this is saying we have volume, which we probably will not, it would not be bad to get involved in the break of the next high. Okay, let's break a high up and then hope that she pushes back up. Not saying she will. Again, this is just saying that we hold here. This is just saying that she knocks out the longs and we hold here. You know, there's two different ways of looking at that. But honestly, if you were to ask what I believe is going to happen for the rest of the day, I would say it's probably going to be pretty sideways past this. But again, I could be very wrong. Maybe she closes above here, doesn't take those longs out, and you know, she starts falling some more. But either way, these are the levels that you're looking for. Obviously, we've got a bottom wick down here. Can we go and get that? Possibly. Can we make it to weekly open today or tomorrow? Possibly. We've got some more wicks down here, so we still got more downside. Don't get me wrong. It's just, how much more are we going to go today? Maybe there's news tomorrow. I think there is news tomorrow. It would not surprise me if we don't make this big drop and then recover it all with the news tomorrow either. That would be quite the spectacle, wouldn't it? But we'll just have to see. We just have to see, guys. Like I said, it's not... You're just trying to figure out what could happen. I mean, you're wanting to pay attention to where traders will long and short, right? That's the whole thing, because that leaves orders. That's what That's what everybody doesn't get. I mean, what happens when it starts doing this? Just for instance, okay, we hit a level. You see how the price is just doing this and people start coming in. Well, if you look at your oscillators and your RSI and all these things, what you're going to see is you're going to see that it's going to start printing bullish divergence, right? And that's the whole thing. So that's another one of those things. The oscillators will start showing that now we're bullish. We're no longer bearish. And what happens here, right? So let's just say longs were going to come in at this line. We didn't quite get there. So they're still looking to long. And if we got this set up right here, let's just say, and again, I'm not trying to trade short here. It's super hard to get involved, but let's just say that we got to close below with this bottom wick. Well, what can you expect? You can expect that if you get a close here, which we may not, it's going up so much, that you can get a top wick candle here and then a flip back down. I mean, this is essentially where you'd be shorting. It's saying that, you know, all this drop hadn't already happened. It's tough to short here, but now this turns into a red candle. Wow. Oh, it's not a candle. That's why. And you run down, right? So this is the same kind of setup, but we've got so much drop. It's tough here, but this is the same exact setup. And what is this? Well, this was bullish divergence, everything else. They want to long through here, and what'll happen? We'll sweep their stops. I mean, the longs came in. That's the whole point, but it doesn't look like we're going to close below anyway, so. All right. Top step just went short on NQ, getting wrecked already. Oh, jeez. They always pick the wrong spot. Does anybody have any questions, guys? This could be long. Don't get me wrong. We could start going long now. I mean, it could, but wait for a setup. You can't just go long because we've had so much drop down. That's where people get confused. Well, this is all here, so therefore we got a long. Doesn't really work that way. Make sure that you get a long setup. Like, this isn't a bad candle for the 15 if you're looking for a long. So what are you looking for next? You want this candle to close with a decent wick, right? You got a little bit of wick here. Now you want a bottom wick on this, right? You want this to come down, put on a bottom wick, preferably, yeah, it don't look like it's going to, but preferably down to, you know, this area here would be super nice. Put on a bottom wick, and then you can enter the break of the high, the re-break of the high, this 15. All right, but you need a bottom wick. I mean, I need a bottom wick. Can it break and run here? Yeah, absolutely. Maybe this candle breaks right here, breaks this high, and runs. Where's your next short's going to come in at? You already know. We took a look below yesterday's lows, so shorts are going to come in here, which lines up with what? Right? When you look at this, what is this right here? What is this for all you guys that have been paying attention to, you know, the SMC stuff? What is that? It's fair value gap. But we're in the fair value gap too. So shorts will come in here, right? Shorts come in here, shorts come in out this low. All these shorts will come in. So if we're looking for longs, say the setup, you know, gives us an opportunity to look for longs. Where are we looking for longs at? The longs to run through these shorts, because shorts will start coming in this area. So where the stop loss is up above here. Isn't it funny how it's the wickless candle there, right? That's essentially where your longs, you know, that's where we'll be looking for longs if we get up into that area, because shorts will come in where their stop losses up here. We're looking for a wick on this candle. These are very small wick candles. So we look for the wicks back up if we're going back up. But you want to wait for the shorts to come in. We don't just long because, you know, we're long and we want an opportunity to get involved. Then if this is your opportunity here, let's just say, then by all means, you know, you swept the lows, came up, we're holding the highs. If this is your area to get in, go ahead. For me, it's really not. I expect this to put a top wick, flip, and come back down. Does that mean it's coming down? No, it could hold the 0.5 here. And now maybe we get another doji candle and push back up, or whatever. We gotta see how this whole thing plays out. For me, I'm not longing yet, right? Because we never got a bottom wick on this. We never got an opportunity to touch this 0.5 or anything yet. But the shorts will come in here. Once all these shorts start coming in, you know, they're going to short right here all day. This is going to be your shorts, right? That's where your shorts are going to come in. when they come in. So where their stop loss is above, what do we look for? Top wick on this candle. So it makes complete sense to us if we can get a opportunity for the shorts to come in and then get an opportunity to trade back against it, we will. So we're looking for something like this. We're looking for, I mean, you expect this to come down, touch this 0.5, but we're looking for something like this to happen. And then us to find a way to get involved to break through here. That's the whole point. How does it set up? You know, we don't know till it gets up here. But that's what the top side looks like, right? Here we want to touch this 0.5 first. That's why we didn't want to just trade the break of that high. A lot of people see the candle setups like I talk about, and that's all there is to it, okay? So you should have had longs here. We held this area. We swept the low, so now since we broke those highs, we just get involved. No, we need that bottom wick. That's what these wicks are about, right? We need this wick to come in. Ideally, the best case scenario, this candle opens, comes straight down, puts on a bottom wick, comes up here, breaks these highs, and pushes up. And then, where are our take profits? Well, you want to try to manage it along the way, but the shorts come in here so that you definitely want to start securing your position and go into BE or securing profit once you get up into these areas if you're long. Why? Because you understand that shorts are going to come in. Just because they come in doesn't mean it's going to go through their stop losses. We have to see that setup, right? And let's just say we are long, right? Let's say this comes down, this taps. Now we go long, and up here we get a setup like this. This next candle prints, right? We long it, and we get a setup like this. This is exactly what we were looking at earlier, right? You get a setup like this. Well, you already know you want to get away. You want to get out of here because you're going to put on that top wick, flip, and come right back down. You want to get out of that. There's going to be your top wick. She's going to come down. She's going to flip. And what she's going to do, she's going to recover all this area again. You're in trouble. You don't want to be long. Everybody's long. That's why there's no top wick. Because everybody got bullish now. Right? So that's all part of it as well. Just make sure you pay attention to that. Why is everybody bullish? Because we've went down so far now that the price has to go up. Right? That's how everybody looks at it. I mean, look at this. We fell this far. We have to come up. Come on, guys. You remember crypto days. We're too far extended. We have to go up. There's no way around it. We have to go up at this point. You just have to long. I mean, there's no way around it. Come on. Right? Same thing goes for this area. Okay. We pull our fib here. Let's do some more fib fun. Look at that. Where's your 0.5 at? Right there where we need to put the wick on that candle. Right there where everybody's going to be shorting. Potentially, right? So, just be aware where you are in the charts all the time, guys. And play it accordingly. Anybody got any questions before I get out of here? Don't take a short ball. Like I said, there are opportunities, but I would try to stay against it. Like I said, you really want to see longs come in. Longs did come in here, but we closed above. It's going to get a little tricky, and I'll be honest with you, with gold, I'm going to assume we're not going to see a lot of volume. You're probably not going to see many more areas broke. It's probably going to be more consolidation. Now, I could be wrong. Gold's ran throughout the day before, but most generally, and I mean, and that's the whole thing. If normally you get no volume and nothing really happens, why would you want to get involved? You're now positive. You're now good on the day. Best thing is go to the dunes, relax for the day, whatever you're going to do until algo comes, and don't even care about what gold's going to do now. Honestly, that's the best thing to do. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what you want to do. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. That is the best thing. Yep. All right. Have a good one. I'll see you for algo. Everybody else, same thing. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you for algo. Those that show up. Those that don't, I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. As always, guys, stay consistent out there.
LearnTradeWin. Let's begin. Y'all move pieces random, I calculate precise. While you chase quick profits, I'm strategizing twice, 10 steps ahead. Your basic moves I can predict. This ain't no simple game, my method's scientific. Rapid calculations, market oscillations. You stuck on one move plans, I'm seeing combinations. Bank account elevation through smart navigation. While y'all keep hesitating, I'm accumulating. Check your mate, don't hate, this ain't debate. You moved too late, I already sealed your fate. My mind's a supercomputer processing gains, while y'all still confused by simple price change. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, get it. Pawns advanced strategic, every move methodic. While y'all play checkers, I'm out here encyclopedic. Quick with the statistics, flowing algorithmic. Brain automatic, profit systematic. Fuck what you heard about fast cash and luck. I studied patterns till my vision got stuck. Now every chart I see reveals the truth. Market manipulation can't shake my groove. Queen takes bishop but controls the field. Knowledge is power, that's my strongest shield. Call me grandmaster of this trading floor, while y'all still learning what the game is for. Patience in motion, strategic devotion. Watch and learn, feel the burn. Learn, trade, win. Accelerate the pace, leave no trace. Your simple strategies I'll straight replace with complex calculations, market domination, pure dedication, no hesitation. Been in the lab while y'all been sleeping, studied the craft while y'all been creeping. Now watch me demonstrate perpetual check while your account balance hits the deck. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, that's the system. Checkmate, game over. Level up, game over. Learn, trade. Started from the bottom with a phone in my hand. Everybody laughed when I said I had a plan. Small account vibes, but my mindset was grand. Now them same folks wanna know where I stand. Been up since 5, studying every line. While they waste time, I'm reading every sign. First few trades hit me like a brick wall, but I ain't give up, now I learn from every fall. You're wasting time, that's what my daddy said. Get a real job, man, I mess with my head. But I kept pushing, kept my focus tight. Now my account growing, future looking bright. Hey, learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. My time. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn. Baby. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn. Learn, trade, win, that's the only way. Learn, trade, win, getting better every day. Red candles had me doubting everything. Green days came slow like a broken wing. But I studied hard, yeah, I paid my dues. Now I'm teaching others how to read the clues. Remember crying when I blew my first stack, but that loss taught me how to bounce back. Now I'm in my zone, reading every trend, making moves that got my whole crew fed. You thought I was crazy, glued to these screens. Now look who's winning, living out these dreams. This ain't luck, baby, this is pure skill. Years of grinding up this market hill. They said I couldn't make it, but I did. Said I should quit trading. Now look who's calculating all day, while they stay hating. Hey. I earn. LearnTradeWin, that's the only way. LearnTradeWin, I'm getting better every day. LearnTradeWin, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. Watch and learn. I stay quiet, while they loud. Keep it cool, in the crowd. Watching charts, day and night. Taking notes, got my lane. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Lost it all back in May. Learn my rules, found my way. No emotions when I trade, calculate every play. Check the trends, read the signs, take my time. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Started from zero, now I'm up. Studied the game, built it up. Losses taught me what I know. Now I move smart, watch it grow in my zone. Trust on screen, everything moving clean. No distractions, clear mind. Perfect timing, by design. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent money. Yeah. Watch and learn. Silent moves, that's how we do it.
Yeah. You fuck that weak shit. I stay focused while they all quit. Let's go. All day I grind, screen in my face. Numbers align, set my own pace. Fuck what they say, I got my way. Most walk away, but I'm gon' stay. Quick with the clicks, mindful of tricks. Ain't no look shit, pure analytics. Watch how I move, call it precise. Ready to prove, bid it damn price. Wait is strike, do it right. Learn the game, stack the game. Patient hunt, front to front. This my time, watch me climb. Fuck all the noise, clear out my head. Make the right choice, stack up this bread. Quick on the draw, but timing is key. Study the law of supply, yeah. D, charts tell the truth, data don't lie. Here's the proof, watch profits fly. Discipline tight, mind in the zone, do this shit right. I'm on throne.
Down, take a breath, every L just shows the test. Build it up, break it down, analyze without the stress. Then
back in attack, flow like a pro. Stay on the track, watch numbers grow. Cut through the shit, trust what I know. Win bit by bit, put on a show. Every move planned, nothing by chance. Take my stance, seize my advance. Quick with the wits, sharp as a blade, making hits. Getting paid, getting paid. Ring, 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 ring. charts on my screen, mind in the zone, studying patterns while I'm all alone. Fuck all the bullshit, this ain't no game. When I hit that trade, watch the profit rain. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Quick with the clicks, analysis tight. Market's moving, but I time it right. See that signal, I don't hesitate. Years of losses taught me how to navigate. Finger on the trigger, heart beating fast. Each trade I take, built from lessons past. Fucking with precision, watch how I flow. Red to green, baby, that's how we go. Charts telling stories, I read them clear. While amateurs panic, I persevere. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Community strong, we share what we know. Each trade we take helps the other one grow. Fuck the FOMO, we stay calculated. Patient assassins, highly rated. Break down resistance, support won't bend. Technical mastery's where we transcend. Keep it controlled, no emotional trades. That's how the real fucking money gets made. Discord buzzing, knowledge flowing free. Real-time updates from LT family. Chart patterns forming, we spot them quick. Experience taught us which ones to pick.
Slow it down, let me tell you something clear. Every loss I took brought me right here. Built my strategy through blood and tears. Now I execute without any fears.
Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Time to accelerate, watch how I close. Each trade I take, building verbose. Rapid execution, precision sharp. Like a fucking sniper in the dark. No hesitation when I see the sign. Years of practice got my skills refined. Community backing every move I make. That's why this shit isn't carts till they knew my name.
This ain't luck, this is pure damn skill. Watch how we fucking climb up this hill. Learn, trade, motherfucking win. That's the mindset that we're always in. Discord army, we don't ever quit. Making history with every hit.